good morning, and happy Plansational Sunday. Let's get us over in our Facebook group, and for you guys who are just joining us, hashtag live. And if you are joining us on a replay, hashtag replay. Okay, let's see if we are live over here. Yep, there we go. All right, let's get us over into our Passionpreneur community. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. And again, if you are live with me this morning, hashtag live. And if you are watching us on replay, hashtag replay. So we are going to dive deep into this plansationalness of this Sunday. I am super excited about coming into a new season and a new year for you guys. For you who have been following me for some time, you know that the new year for me started on my birthday in this past November, but as we're preparing for a new physical year, there's some things that I really want to cover for you. I want to cover with you or cover you in as we transition into that time. And as you guys are planning, I want you in the comments, if you have begun to make your vision boards for 2026, I want you to type in the comments vision. If you are working on your vision boards or you're going to be starting your vision boards in the next upcoming weeks, I want you to write in the chat vision coming. And I really hope that you guys have started to think about what your vision is for 2026, some of the things that you want to accomplish in 2026. But before you actually get started on that, I want to take this Plansational Sunday to go into some details about vision and planning and getting yourself prepared for the new year. So, one thing I want to say is vision boards are beautiful. Vision boards get us excited. Vision boards gets us diving into those magazines and cutting out those things that we want, that visualization piece, because when we can see it, then we can believe it. And then typically, I'm going to say typically, we start to do the work that it takes to be able to bring that vision to life. And so, but that vision board is the beginning point, but it is not enough. It is not enough to bring your ideas or to bring those things to life. And so we start off with the vision board, but what it does is it's an introduction. It's an introduction to you tapping into your higher self, your future self, and saying, hey, these are the things that I desire. But after you get that vision, and you identify with what it is and what you want and what you desire, then you have to put together a daily plan so that you can bring those things to fruition. And I believe that is the part in the new year that we leave out. And the reason why we come into a month like December and we reflect on the vision board that we created in January, and so many of the things that we desired did not come to life, or they came to life by accident, or we were because we weren't intentional, correct? Or you didn't know how to unpack it enough in order for it to come to life. Or what it is it's something that you accomplished and you took a whole year to accomplish when really it was only supposed to take you a couple of months. And that dream could have been, or that vision could have been multiplied if we had stepped into intentionalness whenever we are going into the new year. So I want to set expectations for you when it comes to vision planning. One, I strongly believe that the vision board is we get into sometimes is our life board. It's where we want to get at some point in our life. And I want for this year for you to think about not only your life, the things that you really want, I want you to think about your business vision board. You see, sometimes when we think about our life vision board, we think about where we want to live at, we think about our goal weight, we think about just tangible items that we actually want. Sometimes we have pictures of, like peace. We want peace this year. We want to get into our soft girl season, or we want to get into our worrying about ourselves, our self-care. And so we have these different life visions. And what I want to encourage my passionpreneurs to do this year is to make a separate vision board for your business. A separate vision goal. Where do you see your business going? What do you see yourself accomplishing in your business? And a lot of times when we focus on the life vision board, we put the outcomes, but it's going to take our vision to do some things in order to get that car, to get that house, to get that dream trip. And so for us to be able to obtain those things, we need to start focusing on what is the vision, what is the goal for our business in 2026. And why this matters is because this is what's going to fuel or give you the resources that you need to bring those other desires and those other visions that you have to life. So I want to really inspire you to create not just a vision board for the whole entire year, but get into a practice of creating quarterly vision goals, quarterly visions boards, quarterly visions and goals that will help catapult your business to the next level. So when you think about Q1 of 2026, the beginning, where do you see your business growing and thriving by the end of that quarter? You see, sometimes we take these big chunk goals and we don't break them down. But let's just look at it in 12-week increments. Let's look at it in a 3 to 4 month increment, so that we can say, hey, these are the things that need to happen in order for us to have the desires that we have of our heart. So when we think about our vision for the first quarter of 2026, what has to happen is we have to build out the framework and do the work every day in order to reach those goals. So I want you guys to sit for a second in this Plansational Sunday and ask yourself, what do you want for your business? Where can you see your business being? Is it a Fortune 500 company? Is it a household name? Do you have a growth number? Do you see yourself having a certain amount of reach, a certain amount of followers? Do you see yourself showing up in the marketplace in a different way in the next quarter? Have you even taken the time to think about it? What is the vision for your business in this first quarter? And I'm not going to say, like, hey, don't think about an overall. I can see businesses inside of your office or somewhere near your workplace. You have then a vision board that is multi-layered. You could have a vision board that talks about the overall vision for the year, and then you can make smaller vision boards that kind of focuses on what part of that bigger vision are you going to work on in that quarter. And so what I feel that a lot of people are missing after the vision board process, after you cut out those pictures, after you say, ooh, I can see this happening for me, ooh, I can feel that happening for me, I can get excited right now just thinking about vision board creation and making those vision boards. What does your business look like? And if you have multiple businesses, I want to encourage you to make vision boards for each one of those businesses. We have multi layers in our company. And each one of those businesses, we have different goals, we have different objectives, and we want to reflect on that every single day and every single week that we're doing the work. And one of the things I want to really challenge you to do is not just do things because other people are doing them, or not just do things because people are asking you to do them, but making a clear choice because it aligns to the vision that you have for your business. So before you say yes or before you say no, you're going to look at that vision board for the year and for the quarter and ask yourself, is it aligned? Is it taking me the places that I need to go in order to achieve the goal? And I'm telling you guys, this year I am so laser focused. And I say this year, we're not even in 2026 yet. I am so laser focused on achieving those goals because those goals are aligned to what God has put into my heart. Those visions are aligned. I was created to live them out, or I wouldn't be seeing it, or I wouldn't be dreaming about it, or I wouldn't be envisioning it for my life. So I want you, when you make decisions, to look at that vision board and ask yourself, is this aligned? So now I want to walk you through just a day, a day in 2026. And here is some um, workflow. And so if you don't have a pen and paper, I want you to grab a pen and paper because I want you to understand that days add up to weeks, weeks add up to months, and months add up to a year. And we do not want to come to the end of 2026 and look at what we've done and what we've been through and say that, oh my God, I've only moved this much, when you know in your heart, your spirit, your mind, your soul that you should have moved this much. I mean, keep it like that much instead of this much. And so I want you to really follow this framework in planning each day, because when you focus on the days, those days become weeks and they become months and they become years, and you start to really see things happen. Number one, I want you to understand your identity. You are a man and a woman who values what? What do you value? What is important to you? And you have to identify that each day. Focus, systems, alignment. You have to be a person who values that, because if you do not have that focus, if you do not have those systems in place, and if you are not aligned to that vision board every single day, then you're not going to make that step forward. You're not going to be able to push forward. Then, when you look at your day, ask yourself, is my mornings aligned to the person that I am becoming? If you say, I want to have this balanced life, I want to have this fit and fabulous life, that's another thing that a blog that I used to do is fit and fabulous. If you want that type of life, what does your morning supposed to look like? Do you get up and do you look at that vision board? Do you look at your planner and ask yourself, are the steps that you're taking today getting you closer to that vision, or is it pulling you further away? So when you look at your sample day, I want you to become that person right now, and ask yourself, don't wait and say, oh, once I get there, then I'll be able to meal prep, or once I get there, I'll be able to exercise in the morning, or once I get there, I'll be able to create content, or no, I want you to become right now. I want you to act like the thing is so that the thing can become so. And when we act like it and we start to feel it, we start to become it. So when you're looking at your day, each day of 2026, I want your mornings to be about the vision, your body, and your clarity. I want you to wake up each morning and think of, how can I be the best me today? What do I need? Do I need 5 minutes on the treadmill? Do I need 5 minutes in silence? Do I need 3 minutes in meditation? What do I need each morning? What does that future me? How does she operate? How does she juggle all of the things, the large business, all the cash flow that's coming in? What does your morning look like? And for some of you, it's not sleeping until 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. For some of you, it's I need to start getting up at 4:30 a.m. in this season. I need to start getting up at 5 a.m. in this season. So, what does your mornings look like? And do you always take a look at the vision? Do you take time for your body? And do you take time to have clarity about what the day is going to look like? Then your flow of the day. If you're working a funding source or a 9 to 5 job, are you doing high impact work only during the morning? Are you using your mid morning break or your lunch break to make calls, to get on Facebook, to create content to post? Are you working a flow? Are you letting your days conquer you? Or are you conquering the days with the high impact work that you're doing? Then what about your afternoon? Do you have systems going? What about your automations? Are they working for you in the background so that each day you're making cash on replay? What are you doing in the afternoons to set yourself up for the next day? Are you putting on those auto replies? Are you sending those emails out? Are you following up with people? What type of systems and automations and content flow are you putting into place each afternoon? Then are you taking time in the evening to reflect, to rest, to work on your relationships, connect with people that maybe you haven't connected with in a while? Are you sending out those text messages to say, like, hey, how are you doing? Or I want to spend time with you this weekend. Or let's connect. Are you really putting meaning? Or is everything just about what you can get out of the person? Or just about business? Are you really building meaningful relationships? Are you like, oh, let me take this person out to lunch because you care about them? Are you saying, oh, let me take this person out to lunch just because you want something for them? Are you taking time each evening to not only rest, reflect, but build meaningful relationships? Then the why. If you constantly, every day, reflect on your why or connect with your why, then guess what? You are going to protect your energy, you're going to protect your peace, and you're going to create income because you're going to think about the things that you want to accomplish in the year. What is your why? Why are you even doing this business? Why did you even start the business? Why is that vision so important to you? And I want you guys to get you a journal in 2026 because I'm telling you, there are going to be some epic things that are going to happen that year. And you're going to want to, in 2027, go back and read it and celebrate because you are going to be so excited that you accomplished these things. So I want you guys to grab you a 2026 notebook. And on the first page of that notebook, I want you to put your why. Why is this so important to you? What purpose are you serving? Why is this business so important to your family? What is it going to do for you? How is it going to shift things for you? Why that business and not another business? Why is it so important to you? And if you do not create that why and reflect on it and go back to it every single day, your days can get off track. And all it does is take for one day to get off track. Then it's 2 days. Then it's 3 days. Then it's 4 days. Then it's 5 days. And trust me, that whirlwind has blown in with me several times where I've had something come up, then something else happened, then this happens, and then before I know it, it's like 2 or 3 weeks have passed by, and I'm like, oh my God, what has happened? And we do not want moments like that in 2026. We don't want it to look up and be like, oh my God, it is March. What happened to January and February? We want to, at the end of each month, say, I have hit that goal. I have accomplished those things. I feel great about this month. This is the win. We want to go back in our journal and be able to understand what we have accomplished what we have accomplished in the month and taking time to celebrate. I'm going to take you guys each a little bit further. And this is what I did a couple of years ago. I wrote down celebratory things for each month if I accomplished a goal. I used to do it in my weight loss journey. I used to do it when I owned my child care center. So I want you guys to, in your journal, as you're writing your why down, I want you to really think about each month what you can accomplish, what you can do for yourself if you hit that goal. Like one goal, and I've been telling my girls this, that I want this for Christmas, and I know that they probably won't get it from me for Christmas, but one of the things that I really want is a DJI Osmo Pocket. I want the 4 now because they have the 3. I mean, I could do a 3, but I want the 4. And so I was going back through some of my journals, and I started to look at some of the goals that I wanted to hit and the things that I wanted to get when I hit those goals. And I was able to get all the tech and all the things that I wanted each month. And, here I am now with all it. And now I'm back to like, oh, I want this, or I want these golden goose shoes to celebrate. So, we not on our vision board, those are things that we're going to accomplish and we're going to get. But what are those small wins that you could give yourself each month for hitting your goal? Whether they're financial goals, whether they are numbers or followers or contacts or leads that you got in your list, or even if it's consistency goals. Like if I do this consistently for whatever days, I am going to treat myself to this. Start taking away some of the things that you do and pay for, and start making them goals or things that you earn, as opposed to things that you just treat yourself with because you just like feel like, oh, I deserve that. But start setting some really great goals for each month. So just to kind of go back, I want you guys to think about your business vision, doing it for each quarter. I want you guys to get that notebook or that journal, and I want you to write down your why in there. I want you to write down your rewards that you're going to give yourself and put them in like a goal things. Like if you hit a 2K month, what are you going to treat yourself to? A 3K, a 10K, a 15K. Like start really writing those things down so that you can be intentional about working toward them. And as we get into this vision and planning season, I know next week I'm going to go into really breaking it down so that you guys can see that. But I want you to get excited. I want you to get excited about your business and where it's about to go, and some of the things that you are going to reward yourself with, some bonuses that you're going to give yourself for hitting these goals. So I want you guys to think about in this journal that you are keeping, you're writing down your why, you're writing down all those things. And this is just going to be your 2026 reflection journal. This is where you're going to go back and you're going to write down what you did each day in order to hit that goal. I know that Office Depot, and I might stop there today and grab me one. They have like these daily journals that I bought one a couple of years ago where it has the pages numbered on each day, and then you could just write things daily with the date on there, a reflection each day. And I want you guys to like get something like that so that you have, or a moleskin, or a journal where you can write down the dates that has enough pages for you to reflect on. They have some really cute ones, some really nice ones, and then they have some that look like diaries. And I want you guys to take record of this year because it's going to be pivotal, and it's going to be a story that you're going to be able to go back and share with people. Things that you did this year that you've done no other year, that is going to change the game for you. So, in the audience participation, as you are watching this Plansational Sunday, either here live with me, and again, if you are live, hashtag live, let me know that you're here. If you're watching this on replay, hashtag replay. But I want you guys to think about, and this is something that we do each year, right? But I want you to do this not just for yourself, but I want you to do this for your business. Identify what is the word. What is the word that you want to identify with in 2026? What is a daily anchor that you are committed to each week in your business? What is one word that you identify with when it comes to your business. One of the things that like I'm in the season like for my business and in my personal life is order. Order. That is a word that systems, is the word for 2026 with me because I want to scale at a level that I've never tapped in before. And in order for me to do that, I need order, I need flow, I need organization in my life. And so when you think about your business in 2026, what word comes to mind? Then what is that daily anchor that you'll commit to each week in order to make sure that there's order? So for me, it is scheduling out time for organization, making sure that I put things back where they belong, or I can find things, or I can walk into my warehouse and pull the things that I actually need in order to do a class or to do a pop up shop or to create what I need to create. So, what is the daily thing that you know you need to do? And because this year we want to scale content and know like we've never done before. It is going to be one of those things that we have to have is orders and systems so that we can find all of our tech tools. And one of the things that I was really proud of, and I know it's so simple and so small, is I wanted to do the live outside of a normal place. I wanted to come out here and the lighting wasn't good at all. And I'm like, oh, where is my backup light or my portable light? And I'm like, oh, I bet you it's not charged. And I was like so proud of myself. It's because I created a system of charging all of my devices so that when I'm ready to use them, I can grab them. And so now I have the lighting that I need. And I know that's not like a huge thing, but it's those little things, those little systems, and that little order that you want to create in your life that's going to make you feel super excited whenever you are. Able to do what you need to do when all your resources are aligned and there, those follow-ups are there, and you post because you feel like you have that desire to, or you make that phone call, or you send that text message, or you wake up a little earlier and you're able to stop and get coffee or take a deep breath or not have to speed to get to a place. You get there in enough time to really breathe. So when you think of 2026, I want you in that journal and in that notebook I want you to put a word that you're going to anchor yourself on. And I know that order is like the first quarter word, and it may not be the word that I have for the whole entire year. So I may add more words to that as the business begin to scale. So on this Plansational Sunday, who are you? Who is the 2026 you? What does he or she look like, feel like? How do they walk? How do they talk? And I want you to embody that person as you are writing these things down. As you're making your schedule for this week, I want you to pretend you're already that 2026 person. And I know some of you, I can feel in my heart you saying that, but Carolyn, I have to go to work. That 2026 person is going to have to go to work too. Yes, you may be working full time in your business by the end of 2026, but you still have to work. So create a schedule that complements you still showing up to that 9 to 5 job, that funding source, but also build your business. Because remember, the more work you do outside of your funding source, the more you're going to build and less you're going to have to work at your funding source. And so if you're using that as an excuse, you can never become that 2026 person. So, as you guys are mapping out this week, I want you to not forget to grab your journal. Start mapping it out. I actually want to see some pictures. I'm going to do some giveaways for those who take a picture of their journal. I'm going to share mine as well. And you're going to put your word in there. You're going to put your why in there. And you're going to write in it every single day. What was your day like? What was the struggles of your day? What kind of wins did you have? What are you working towards? What is that goal? And you guys know that I'm working towards that DJI Osmo pocket 3. Why? Because content creation is a role that I am taking on in 2026. I am a tech content creator. I am a business strategist content creator. I am showing people how to take their business to the next level. And your business growing and other people who I have not met, business is going to grow based on the content that I'm going to create. And so therefore I want that to be able to create content everywhere that I go. But I know I'm going to have to use what I have, which is these cell phones, which is the video camera that I have, my iPad, my laptop, in order for me to get that DJ Osmo Pocket 360. Yes, we're going to be doing some workshops and classes because I know when I hit that goal, that number goal, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to unpack it, and we're going to do that in the first month of January because that's my January goal, is to earn that. And I'm going to tell you guys all the things that I did to create that and how we can win together. How we can win together. And so, yes, we have financial goals to be able to take care of our business, our bills, and all the things, but we should also have like little wins that get us excited because that's what's going to drive us. And so, I want to encourage you guys to set monthly goals and set rewards that's going to get you excited. And I'm going to tell you guys that DJ Osmo is my goal in this business, and my golden goose shoes. If you don't know what the golden goose shoes are, go look them up. I want a pair, a custom pair, and that is one of the goals for my boutique business. I know that when I sell and I hit a certain goal, that I'm going to take my customers on a journey with me. And my goal is that if I double that goal is to take somebody with me. And here, if I double that goal in my passionpreneur community, I want to be able to give away to someone on here who's a content creator that same thing that I earned. So it's like double winning. Like, yes, I earned it, and now I've earned it for somebody else, and now we both can win together. And so I'm so excited. And I want to encourage you guys, if you're not a part of the Passionpreneur community, the Facebook group, get over there because as this goal for content creation is developing in 2026, that is going to be the community that I feed first. Those are going to be the individuals that are going to get exclusive videos and lives and content that no one else is getting on the outside. So I want you guys to go ahead and go over to that Passionpreneur community. I'm going to drop the link below. And then I have shared before, and our vision got delayed because we began to put energy in something else. But this year, because content creation is at the top of our to do list, our YouTube, and I want you guys to go over there and to subscribe to that because we have some tech tools coming really soon that is going to help support you in your business. Some ideas on really walking in our vision in 2026. In there. So I want to invite you guys to do the things. Join us on YouTube, join us on TikTok, join us in our Passionpreneur community, and get all the content and information that you can get to help grow and scale your business. Thank you for joining me in this Plansational Sunday. I hope to see you guys this whole entire week as we gear up to walk into a season that we have never tapped into, but it's going to be so amazing, not just for our business, but for businesses around the world. And we want you to be a part of it. And so let our overflow pour onto you. Let our overflow fuel you to do the things that you wanted to do in 2025 but were not able to accomplish. Let our overflow give you the excitement that's needed to create and do all the things in 2026. So get those journals, begin to write. I would love to see the sharing for you guys to post them because we're doing great things. Again, I am Dr. Carolyn Bobb-Green, and as always, I look forward to training you to succeed in your business. Make it an amazing Sunday, and I will see you guys very, very, very soon here on live.